Alan Watts earned the reputation of being a foremost interpreter of Eastern thought for the West. And while he was profoundly influenced by Eastern philosophies, he did serve as an Episcopalian priest for 6 years before turning away from organized religion forever. Watts has written over 25 books and toured extensively to lecture on Zen Buddhism, Hinduism, and Taoism. In these books and lectures, there exists a core of basic understandings from which everything else is connected and built upon. Today, I'll share a few of these with you from his book, Cloud Hidden, Whereabouts Unknown, published in 1974. If you understand, things are just as they are. If you do not understand, things are just as they are. Real religion has nothing to do with words. It is a silent, effortless, and fascinated concentration on the basic energy, the fundamental and musical vibration of the world, which, as St. Thomas Aquinas might have said, is what all men call God. Karma is not a system of retribution where we are punished for doing evil acts and rewarded for doing good. The way of wisdom lies in recognizing things which happen to you as your own karma, for there really is no bad or good karma, but as your own doing. We should not confuse our linear models of the world in terms of words, numbers, or other strung-out signs with the world itself. The basic problem of civilization is that we confuse our systems of symbols and descriptions with the real or natural world. The universe represented with the universe present, the money with the wealth, the figures with the facts, the ideas with the events, the ego with the organism, the map with the territory. Creation is not a unique event in the past, causing and determining all that follows. It is now, ever, and we, along with every other living organism, are doing it. You are the eternal energy which appears as this universe. You didn't come into this world, you came out of it like a wave from the ocean. You are not in nature, you are nature, because nature peoples as much as it forests. You are not a stranger here. The universe is a system which, by means of living bodies, becomes aware of itself, up to a point. It's through each of us and all living matter that the universe sees and experiences itself. The universe cannot know itself completely. If it could, there'd be no surprises, and that would spoil the fun. As one piece of this whole existing now in a human state, our ordinary attention is limited to a perception of ourselves as an individual I. And, as in watching anything intently, one's attention becomes fastened upon details. So the basic energy of this universe becomes fascinated with particular plots and patterns, and thus identifies itself with each and every I, whether human, animal, or vegetable. But in each instance of doing this, it temporarily forgets that it is what and all there is. Thus, every individual is God in disguise, playing hide-and-seek with himself through the ages of eternity. God is not the universal monarch and governor, but rather the player and actor of the world, playing all the parts of life so rapidly and intensely that he forgets himself and becomes identified with each one of us. Every role he assumes is also audience to all the others, and the play is performed so convincingly that the audience takes it for real. To awaken ourselves to this game that is being played and free ourselves from the illusion that we are separate is to break the fascination with our own individual experience and remember our original identity as the source and ground of the universe. All that needs to be experienced for cosmic consciousness is already present, and anything in excess of this would be obstructive and redundant. It's a matter of being able to develop your polar vision, and it does not come in the form of words or ideas, and does not depend on any trick of imagination or self-suggestion. It comes in the form of immediate sensation and feeling. To feel polar vision is to feel that what happens to you is your own doing, and that your own doing is happening to you, that death and emptiness are the firm ground upon which life walks, and that oneself, as both center and surround, is the eternal universe. It is more as when one simply sees blue sky, or feels that one is alive. There's nothing we can do to bring about this but to accept what is happening of itself. And God beheld how firm a foundation this was, and said unto himself, Get lost. And there you are.